What's poppin', people? It's your boy Blues, back again with another video. Today it is going to be a follow-up tutorial for the Genshin Impact how to stream record it on PC whole thing. I actually did a recording of this earlier today, and the video was like really long, so I'm gonna try and be as informative as I can during this video instead of having that 20-minute long slugfest. So yeah, so without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Now, just before we start the actual tutorial, I just want to point out one thing clearly, and that is if you have anything in the background, like if you have games running that are using up a lot of your GPU or your graphics card's memory, you want to put that to pause. Wallpaper Engine is probably the biggest red flag that uses up a lot of GPU usage and nobody knows why. So if you have something like Wallpaper Engine running in the background, make sure you just either exit out of it or pause it when you're doing these recordings or when you're streaming, because it actually does affect how the quality of the video will appear in the final recording. All right, we're good to go. So one of the many things that a lot of you guys had, and I'm going to be sure to answer these questions after I'm done the video, is the settings. Or not a lot of you had questions about the settings, but I'm just showing you my personal preference when it comes to recording. And I'm going to be paying attention to the recording time here, that way I don't take up a lot of time. Because even though this video is 7 minutes, gotta stop rambling. Okay, so I'm using, as you can see, OBS Studio. I was using Streamlabs before, but OBS Studio I found to be much more simpler. So this is going to solely depend on preference. So what you want to do is go to the output tab here, and essentially this is what you want your settings to look like. You don't want it to look exactly like this, because machines will vary, and by machines I mean the computers. So if your computer is better than mine, then obviously your settings are gonna probably look the same, but if your computer is worse, then the settings aren't, the only setting that's gonna look different is the bitrate. And I'll talk about that later. The encoder, make sure that the encoder is set to NVIDIA NVEC, or for AMD users it will be on screen, because I don't know what it's called. But essentially what this does is it makes it so that your GPU that's in your computer doing nothing, it makes it so it takes a load off of OBS. I couldn't find the right words for it, but yeah. If you have the new in brackets, go ahead and use the new. If you don't, then just make sure you just use the plain old NVIDIA NVEC. I can't go into the drop down because I'm currently using OBS right now. Rescale output, you want to keep that at 1920 by 1080 because that's what you're going to be viewing the video on, or that's the quality of the video. Rate control, you can leave that alone. Everything here you can leave alone except for the preset, profile, and the bitrate. Bitrate is your quality, and the quality only goes up to 6,000 kilobytes. So if your computer is pretty bad when it comes to rendering quality, I'd recommend turning this down. 2500 is the minimum, whereas 6000 is the maximum. So if you can go at around, maybe I'd say 4,000 or maybe even 3,000, I'd say is like a safe point. But 6,000 I always go, because I'm all about my quality. And yeah, preset, keep it in max quality. Profile, set it to high. Go into the recording tab here. Recording format, keep that as an MKV. I'm going to be talking about that after the whole tutorial is done. Recording path, if you're running low on storage on your hard drive or your SSD or whatever, You can change it, and that's where your videos will be. And the encoder here, use stream encoder. So you're essentially hitting two birds with one stone with this. Not only does this control your recordings, but this also controls the quality of your streams. If for some reason you can't record, if for some reason you can't stream with the settings you have, then it probably means you won't be able to record. But in the off chance that you can, like I said, the bit rate is essentially what your main focus is. So yeah, audio, you can leave that alone. I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I have it set to output mode advanced. That way I'm actually figuring out everything. But yeah, if you're a streamer like myself, then go ahead and connect your Twitch account here. And video, this is where you go to configure the FPS of the video. So for me, I always make sure that I stream at 60 FPS. The base canvas and output scaled resolution, you want to keep those in 1920 by 1080 because let's say you want to take a screenshot, that way you can make a layout. When you take a screenshot, it's going to be set at 1920 by 1080. So yeah. Aside from that, everything else is good. Stream delay, you can choose to enable that. I choose to disable it because I like to talk to my chat in real time. And that's pretty much all the OBS settings you guys really need. I'm making a good time, actually. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put OBS on my secondary monitor because this is the main monitor I use for... secondary monitor I use for stuff like reading the chat, checking the stream, making sure I'm not dropping any frames like that. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Genshin Impact. Now as you can see, the game is currently loading. Go ahead and turn down the volume that I have. As you can see, Smash Bros. Right there. Anyways, enough about that. So obviously you get this warning, you know, yada yada yada. That's not really what we're after. Just want to click like 30 times, that way everything is good. Luckily, because I removed that recording that I had from earlier today, I don't have to sit here in front of my computer just watching a bunch of random videos because that update took way too long. But then again, I haven't updated it since that day. So, yeah. But then again, I'm using a different computer, so it doesn't really matter. So, go ahead. And once Genshin Impact has loaded, and as you can see, mine is almost loaded. As you can see, here I am, and the quality looks amazing. And I'm just going to see if I can go into a fight here. There we go. So that fight should have been captured really, really, really smooth. Like, it should have been like frame for frame. So now, what you want to do is... So, here's the thing. A lot of people are having this problem, and it's the graphics. Setting it to high will make it so that it looks really choppy. You can already tell when I was exiting out of the main menu, but if I was in that same exact fight, the fight would look way worse. So if I just like, I don't know, maybe find another enemy. How about if these birds just fly away? That's not really good. I gotta actually find something that worsens the quality. Okay, here we go. Actually, no, this is perfect. I'm flying and the game's looking pretty choppy. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I can actually see it on OBS that it's pretty choppy. So yeah, and plus whenever I'm moving my camera around like this, it'll look choppy. Obviously when I'm running, it's not really rendering anything. But if I go here and I fight these people, the game's just gonna be laggy. So I'm just gonna save you guys that trouble. Like I said, way to fix that is obviously go into the graphics and put your settings at medium. And that pretty much just fixes everything. Like, you really don't have to touch anything here in these settings because there's nothing really anything that messes with them. I have my music volume muted, which is why you guys probably don't hear it, but you know, on top of that, you know, if you guys wanted to do something like, let's say, a window capture, the best way to do this is go stay in the graphics settings, make sure the graphics is set to medium, go into your keyboard and press Alt Enter. That way you get this windowed screen here, and as you can see, it's my OBS is still on display capture. Go ahead and click this plus button. So you add, and then you have three options: game capture, window capture, and display capture. Display capture is probably the one that I would not recommend using, but if that is your only option, then I would definitely recommend using it, because if you can't get it to appear in window capture, then you're better off using display capture. Game capture for some reason never really worked for me. I don't know why. Even when I got this new computer, it never worked. So yeah, so the best option for you guys is put it as a window capture, and just to show you guys that it does not work for me in game capture, I just go ahead and create new game capture, press OK. As you can see, the game capture thing here was created, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave OBS black for a minute. I'm gonna press Alt Enter to go back into my game. And as you can see, it's not Genshin Impact isn't it's not capturing. I'm moving around, I'm dashing, you know, I'm doing attacks. So yeah, it's not working. I don't know why, but that's just how it's been. So we're gonna go back into OBS. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna add a window capture, and there's the video right there. We're gonna go back into Genshin. Press Alt Enter again. Go back into OBS, and it should be here. So if it's not here when you go for the window capture before you Alt Enter, go ahead and discard the changes, and then just go back into properties, and it should be there. If it doesn't work, then just delete the window capture completely and create a brand new window capture. But as you can see, it's catching it sees Genshin Impact. So now what you want to do is you want to go back into it, press Alt Enter again, and it will remove that little black box that you guys saw that was underneath the my user ID number. So yeah, that's essentially how you do. That's essentially what you do. If I'm being perfectly honest, I feel like this tutorial wasn't really that informative, but I don't know. I didn't really feel it. So anyways, we're just gonna go into some of the things that you guys have asked in the comments of this video, or not this video, the Genshin Impact video. So the first one that caught my eye was by the name of Some Suga to My Cookie. Oh wait, some sugar to my cookie. Except sugar spelt wrong. So it says here, thanks, it works, but when I watch the footage back, it's all laggy and not watchable. Do you maybe know how to fix that? And he's got a sad face. Yeah, really easy fix for that. Download VLC Media Player. For some reason, whenever you record something in OBS and you try to rewatch it on Windows, like video and movie and TV or whatever it's called, whenever you try to rewatch something, the video sometimes will be choppy. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes it won't be choppy, but most of the time I've found, for me personally, it has been like that. So I just downloaded VLC Media Player, fixed all the problems, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this when we were editing the settings for OBS. There was a little there was a box that was grayed out that said recording format or something, and it said MKV. VLC can actually convert MKV files into MP4 files. That way, if you're trying to upload these videos to YouTube, you can do so by using VLC Media Player. It's really simple. And yeah, if you guys have questions about this, feel free to leave it in the comments below, because I'll be more than glad to help you guys. Or if you guys are more visual learners, I will happily make a video on stuff like VLC Media Player. What's poppin', people? It's Future Blues here. Now, from the minute you're watching this, I just finished recording the Genshin Impact video that you guys are probably watching right now, and I was thinking to myself, you know, why don't I just do the VLC tutorial right now, you know? So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys. So real quick, if you guys want to convert your videos, go ahead and go into the media tab right here, convert/save, add, and you want to find the most recent video you did, which is, for me, it's this one. How do I know? Because it tells me the time. So 16:28. It's been around like 20 minutes since I did that video. So now you want to convert and save. You want to browse where you want to save it, and we are going to save this in my I'm going to put it just in my video folder, and we're going to rename it MP4. That way it doesn't convert as another MKV file. VLC is weird like that, but it still will convert. So it's going to take some time. So 17 minutes of the video. And then if we just go ahead and go to our folder here, for the videos, it should be right about here. So here's a video right here. Here's the MKV file of it, and here's the MP4 version of it. How do I know this is the right video? Because easiest way to tell, or for me personally, is the size and the day it was created. So 4:49 when it was created, and if we go to this one here, it should be around 4:28, and then 4:49. Give or take some minutes, you know, but yeah. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Back to the video. And yeah, that's pretty much that. That's all. I like how I said that I'd be answering questions, even though that was really the only question that was on my mind, because a lot of people in the comments have been asking about stuff like, how are you recording the Genshin audio? You know, that's just something with OBS, you know, it captures desktop audio. If it's not capturing desktop audio for you, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, if I was recording any kind of desktop audio, this would be moving. I'd show you guys, but I don't really have a game to show you guys on, because I'm doing Genshin Impact and I'm alt tabbed out of it. So yeah, actually I could. Yeah, hold on, let's just do that again, and then settings, graphics, put like 1280 by 720. Then if we go ahead and just put it right here, you can see the desktop audio right here, and you can see it move whenever I'm moving around in the game, or whenever I'm switching characters. You hear it.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, if for some reason the desktop audio isn't being captured, like I said, leave me a comment below. That way I can try my best to answer it. So yeah. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. I tried to make this video as short as possible. I'd say 16 minutes is pretty decent for a tutorial. Like I said, I'm still trying out this whole tutorial thing, and I know in the last video I wasn't really as vocal, but that was because you guys gotta understand that video was recorded at like 5, 6 in the morning. So I had to like be very, very quiet, because I don't know, the walls are like really thin here, that me talking like this is like me shouting in the halls. So yeah. But anyways, that's going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you guys found it very informative. I hope I was very thorough with the settings in OBS. If I wasn't, please leave me a comment below, or you know, do all that all the kindness. Or I'm trying to restrain myself from swearing. Give me a break here. Normally in my streams I just swear as much as I can, but in a video like this, you know, you kind of have to be serious. But anyways, that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that good shit. That was bound to come out. Let's be honest. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video that I decide to upload. Probably a compilation of a lot of stuff that's happened on my stream.